My name is Darren Joseph from HEJ.tax. We're the team that seeks to demystify that sometimes confusing world of cross-border tax. And today we have the honor and the privilege of having a conversation with Mr. Blake Harris. Blake, would you introduce yourself, please?
Thanks so much for having me on your show. I'm an asset protection attorney. I focus on offshore planning, so I help clients throughout the world, but most of my clients are here in the United States where lawsuits are rampant. We set up offshore structures, trusts, and LLCs to help keep our clients' assets protected from any type of lawsuit, litigation, or divorce.
And you mentioned that what you typically offer would be an offshore trust structure. So for those tax nerds like me, could you talk a bit more about what distinguishes a domestic trust from a foreign trust, please?
Sure. It's pretty simple. One of those trusts can be disregarded by a U.S. court. The other one can't. One of those is going to give you much better protection. One of those is going to buy you much better settlement leverage. With a domestic trust, plaintiff attorneys are generally still going to be pretty aggressive because they know if they push hard enough, they've got a pretty good chance of getting the assets. Now, if you have an offshore trust, there's a good chance the plaintiff may just drop the case entirely and say, we don't want to even attempt to break into this. If they do push forward, they're going to find out pretty quickly the chance of success are very low. They're going to be much more willing to talk settlement. So offshore trusts generally do cost a little bit more than domestic trusts to set up. However, in the long run, an offshore trust is going to provide much better protection. It's going to be much better value for the clients.
So that additional layer of protection. Thanks for explaining that. Blake, if anybody wants to speak to you and your team more about these opportunities, how would they best reach you?
Social media, Blake Harris Law, Instagram, TikTok, X, Threads, Facebook, LinkedIn. Blake Harris Law on every single platform. TikTok's the biggest one where I have over 250,000 followers, post typically a few times a day on every single platform. I'm very active on social media. I very much stand behind what I say. You can also check out my website, BlakeHarrisLaw.com. Or if you're interested in actually setting up a trust, give me a call. My phone number is 833-ASK-BLAKE. Otherwise, thank you so much for having me on your show. This was a pleasure.